Yo!
What's up, guys? My name's Dylan Too Good. I promise I'm not just a dick. My actual last name is Too Good.
He's not lying to you, don't worry. And
Yeah.
I am Digital Daddy.
And we both represent Vizawave. If you're not getting it, what are you doing?
We're not getting it.
You're right, and that's not what we're looking for.
We're out here, we're getting it. Setting up for the intro video.
Don't worry, the bug zapper is just for show at the moment.
She's fully operational though, don't worry.
What are they selling?
They're selling chocolates!
They're selling Vizawave!
What's going on, YouTube?
It's good.
As we said before, I'm Digital, this is Too Good, and all of this here is Vizawave, and I want to thank you so much for stopping by. If you haven't checked this out before, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe because you're not going to want to miss any of this content we have coming out. I can promise you that. We're making this intro video here today to give you a little background on us and Vizawave as a whole and what this project is all about. You want to take it away, Too Good? Let them know, Too Good.
There's some big plans. There's been some plans that have been in the works since, I guess a great starting point is where we met. So when I was in elementary school, all throughout my childhood, I was obsessed with electronics. I was that little kid that would be, I'd be in an amusement park and I'd be following all the power cords trying to figure out where they go. I couldn't care less about Elmo or Mickey Mouse or anything. I just wanted to know where everything was plugging in. So first day of middle school, I was drawing some sketches of some speakers. And
I was like, man, those are some nice speakers. And literally just hit it off from there. Ever since then, it's been an electronics cluster, just taking us all over the place, from underground storm pipe exploring experiments to custom cameras to custom subs, custom speakers, you name it. Custom electronics have been created. Like, you have created even a Tesla coil at a point in time just because you wanted to.
Yeah, I made a Tesla coil for a school project. That definitely happened. It worked. I can confirm. It was pretty dangerous. I damaged a lot of electronics in the process that I don't really want to speak about. But yeah. Fun times back in those middle school days. And fast forward to a little bit later on, in high school, I got out of electronics mainly. I was still kind of had hands in it, but I mainly got into working on motors, quads, dirt bikes, cars, trucks, you name it, I was turning a wrench on it. And it was a fun time, don't get me wrong, but towards the end of high school, I just kind of started to realize that it really wasn't what I was looking for anymore. And then I just kind of had the realization that I really got to take a step back and look at where I started, and that was electronics. And at that point I was getting into electronic music a lot more. I used to produce music when I was in middle school, but got out of that in high school. End of high school, when I broke up with my girlfriend at the time, I got into DJing. And then everything just kind of cascaded from there. Just, I started building sound systems, things like that, started trying to integrate as much stuff as I could, maximize the amount of money that I had to work with to put on as cool of a show as possible. And then last year, over quarantine, I had been doing everything under the name Too Good Industries. My last name is Too Good, so it was just fitting. Over quarantine, the idea came about right before quarantine, the idea came about to start a record label, I guess you could call it, which was going to be called Vizawave. We did one live stream, and then quarantine hit hard. And at that point, I was kind of faced with, all right, now I got a lot of downtime. I'm going to establish an LLC. Originally, I was going to open Too Good Industries and Vizawave. That just logistically didn't make sense, so I brought everything from Too Good Industries under Vizawave. And basically we're going to be using it as kind of an umbrella to house a lot of different things, ranging from custom lighting installations for residential, commercial, automotive, marine, whatever you got, whatever you want crazy lights on, Vizawave is your hookup.
Oh, we can do it.
Sound system rentals, any type of festival equipment rentals, event hosting. And then with this YouTube channel, we wanted to kind of dive into just a little bit of insight into our lives and into Vizawave as a whole, because there's a lot of people that are doing festival recap videos on YouTube. great content, 110%. But what I've noticed is, when I'm looking for videos on YouTube to watch, I like to get into the technical side of things a little bit. A lot of videos, though, are a little bit too technically oriented. Most people aren't really going to want to watch that. Most people aren't going to really care about how phase cancellation works and line arrays and stuff like that. I totally get that. But what we want to do at Vizawave is kind of find that middle ground.
Create that blend, find
Exactly.
a way to blend the creative, fun side of the experience that is being created with a little bit of the technical and behind the scenes. It's like, how does it work? It goes from that point A to point B. What is that in between without getting too technical and kind of taking the fun out of it? Like, experiencing how the fun is created, how we create the experience, and you'll get to see all of that juicy goodness.
Exactly. You get to see the whole range of the action, a little bit of the setup, a little bit of running it, a little bit of the actual party itself, probably a little more than a little bit of the party itself, realistically. We like to have as much fun with it as possible. But, just kind of give you an all-around of everything that's going on. We've got a couple videos planned that are going to be coming after this. There's a couple parties that are just for fun type of thing, like lake party, backyard party, stuff like that. Then there's more serious events coming up, like Utopia Festival, Witchy Wubs in October. That's a Vizawave event. There's a lot of fun stuff coming up, so we just wanted to kind of hit the ground running and get this intro video out there, just so when the videos start to pour in, it makes sense why we're here and why we're doing it. We're both music producers.
I'll go get the little cutie.
We both produce dubstep, deep bass music, whatever you would like to consider it.
Yes.
We started out in middle school making techno and stuff like that. And then when we started going to raves in high school, started getting more into the EDM scene, but more than anything else, just realizing that as much fun as it was, we wanted to see what the other side of things looked like.
Exactly. We really went from becoming immersed in the experience of what it is to go to raves and go to shows and experience the music to wanting to actually curate it in our own way. And how can we do it in a way that really represents us as people, because we are like more of the enthusiast type personalities when it comes to the bass. I mean, there's no two ways about it.
Absolutely.
Like, we are enthused by bass. So we want to take our enthusiasm for the deep wubs and really present it to you guys in a way that is fun, fresh, creative, and just expresses us as people and who we are and what it means to be a part of Vizawave.
I feel like we find ourselves in some pretty interesting situations that a different range of people might be interested in seeing. So
Regularly.
A little more than regularly. So therefore, we're out here and
We getting it.
getting it. 100% getting it.
And a lot of this channel is really going to be all different sides of our lives, from Vizawave to our IRL lives, which is honestly part of what we're doing right now. We're going to be showing tutorials, little guides, and custom lighting installations, behind the scenes, audio tuning, sub-manufacturing, like literally just all the ways to deliver the most immersive experience that you can with what we got. How we present the bass is all going to be outlined on this channel.
If I just set all these subs up, just got them all bumped.
Just absolutely.
Low
it's all about the
frequency is
bass.
incredibly important. I feel like it's a subject that's not touched on enough, especially with smaller events. If you look at EDC and big scale productions like that, they're paying, I don't even want to think about how much, to a production company that pretty much knows everything and pretty much has all that under control. And applause to everybody at that company for knowing all that information, as they should. But the thing is, a lot of us, where I started, I didn't really know much of anything. I figured you just throw a bunch of speakers together, plug them all in together, and it's going to sound great. Actually, it's a lot more complicated than that. And I'll get into stuff like that throughout these videos. Really, what I want to do is, people that are getting into hosting events, I don't want you to have to short your crowd on sound quality just because it's some knowledge that you just haven't absorbed yet.
It's like, how do we bring the information that we acquired when we were first starting doing things like this to you guys, so you guys can care about your sound quality and your bass just as much as we do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's really what we're going for around here. We want everyone to be able to have the best audio-visual experience throughout their events.
A lot of what we're going to be doing on this channel, I'm telling you guys, is going to be so much fun. We're going to have tutorials, behind the scenes action, just overall get a really in-depth close look at what we do at Vizawave and the kind of fun and the experience that we create.
Yo guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Can't wait to see you on the next one. Don't forget to hit that like button,
Subscribe button, and make sure to give this video a thumbs up. That is the same thing as a like.
Vizawave. Peace out.